It's a beautiful morning, it's a beautiful day here, and I am locked in. I got my coffee cup, I got my water cup. I only have 2 cups, I don't have any more cups than that. Today, I want to talk about how to get 40 years of therapy done in one day using AI. We all have mental barriers in our life. For me, I felt like I was living the same couple months on repeat. I would start a project, then I would quit that project, then I would deal with food addiction or video game addiction, and then I would get out of that and then start a project again, quit the project, et cetera, et cetera. I was stuck in this loop. But then I was able to identify the issues that were going on, quit most of the addictions, and start pushing these businesses forward. It led to an acquisition, it led to a good, comfortable life, led to a marriage. Everything's very good right now. And it comes down to getting mental clarity on what causes you to fall into these traps, these mental traps. Historically, you had to go to a therapist to try to figure this out. But I don't like therapy. I never felt like a therapist understood entrepreneurial issues. Like, therapist is going to tell you to get a job. I don't want a job. Therapist is going to go tell you to go to school. I didn't want to go to school. I do have a degree, but I wanted to drop out the whole time. Plus, with a therapist, you're just telling somebody your problems. You don't know who that is. So if we're not going to know who the person is anyway, let's use the power of AI to become our therapist. But not just using the AI to talk you through your issues. What I actually do is I use the AI to ask me questions as a therapist, then answer the questions as me, and then continue on that path. And then I'll just scan the answers, get the insights myself, and skip years of the therapeutic process. So if you're ready to use cutting-edge AI to shortcut the entire therapy process, this is the video for you. By the way, I'm Alex Berman. I usually make videos about how AI is changing our life, plus cold email, lead generation, any sort of business and motivational life content you'll find here on the channel. Go ahead and subscribe for more. And let's go over to GPT. So we're on chat.openai.com. And in order to do this, first we have to get our demographics in here. I am an age 32 male YouTuber in the United States. Basic demographic: age, gender, job, and country. As a therapist, list common life issues that I might be dealing with. Multiple choice. And I'll actually add my marriage status too, so I'm married, so I'll write that too. And then we'll hit go. And now it'll present you with a bunch of problems that you may or may not be struggling with. So what am I struggling with? Navigating the YouTube algorithm, pressure to consistently produce content, managing negative comments, fear of becoming irrelevant. What I like about AI is how good it is at predicting this sort of stuff. And you might not be dealing with everything that it lists once you put in the job and the demographic information, but that's what I'm about to show you in a second. So here it is. It's coming up with a bunch of stuff. Now, once this is done, we'll write this. I am dealing with the following issues. As a trained CBT therapist, please write not just the questions, but the answers as me and guide me through the solutions to each. Follow the CBT model. What is CBT, you might be asking? It's not CBD oil. We're not rubbing weird stuff on our skin, all right? It's not gonna happen here. We don't do that. CBT stands for Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and it's basically a therapy that forces you to have action steps at the end of each question. I like this type of therapy because I'm a very action-oriented guy, and I like to feel like I'm making progress towards a goal rather than just being stuck on a couch for years and years. As much as I don't believe in going to therapy, I think if you're going to do an AI therapist or even go to a therapist, there needs to be an end goal in mind. You don't want to get stuck in this trap of going and talking about your problems every single week for years and years. You really want to be doing it for a couple months maximum to solve some big issue in your life and then move on. You never want to depend on one person for everything you have in life, especially not somebody that you're paying per hour to see you for longer and longer periods of time. A therapist is incentivized to have you come back over and over again for years and years. So they'll do that by giving you drugs and by forcing you to have issues that you don't normally have. So this skips that entire process. Now we have a multiple choice list of things we might be struggling with, and we can just pull them in to the therapy session. Struggling to consistently grow and retain subscribers? No. No. Pressure to remain relevant? No. Financial instability? No. Okay, so I have no issues with my career. Relationship issues. Balancing career demands with marital responsibilities. Managing privacy issues given the public nature of your job? No, not really. You can tell I'm very well therapied. I don't have any of these issues, but you might be dealing with some of these issues. So let me just take a couple as an example, and then you can see how this therapist works. Let's do 3 of these, and let's go. So it's identifying what we might say to ourselves. Everyone hates my content. I'm not good enough for this platform. The troll might be right about me. And then it's talking about reframing it. So instead of thinking everyone hates my content, I should think not everyone will appreciate my content, but many people do enjoy and support what I create. I can't please everyone. And you can see how it's reframing here. AI is great at this, by the way. The training data has all of this stuff on negative mindsets that you might say, words that you're saying to yourself. And so you'll find yourself as you go through this AI-generated content resonating with it. For instance, even though I said I didn't have this problem, I've definitely thought everyone hates my content at some point, or I'm not good enough for this platform. These reframes are super valuable if I can implement them into my everyday life. And then the behavioral strategies are here. Limit exposure to comments by setting specific times to read. Focus on constructive criticism. Done. Consider hiring a moderator or using filters to screen out harmful comments. All great recommendations. And that's just personal for me as a YouTuber. If you went through and did this for yourself, hey, I'm a salesman. Hey, I am a checkout person at Starbucks. Whatever you're going to do, it will identify the same issues with your job based on your age, based on where you are. If I was at a normal therapy session, it might take 6 months or a year to get to these things. But by using this multiple choice model for not just identifying the problems, but identifying the solutions, we've skipped the line, and now we can be mentally healthy again. What do you think of using AI as a therapist? Let me know down in the comments below, good or bad. Let me know. You want to see more content like this as well? Give this video a like, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.